What if Zach LaVine isn't just an all-star, but an MVP candidate? What if a team everyone's counting out becomes the team no one wants to face? Buckle up, NBA fans. The Bulls are charging, and they're about to take the league by storm. This is why the Chicago Bulls could be the biggest surprise of the season. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. Today, we're diving deep into the Windy City to explore why the Chicago Bulls might just blow past everyone's expectations this season. And at the heart of this potential renaissance? None other than their star shooting guard, Zach LaVine. So buckle up, Bulls fans, this could be the season where the stars align, and the United Center becomes the toughest place to play in the NBA. The current landscape. Before we jump into the Bulls' potential, let's set the stage. The Eastern Conference is as competitive as ever. You've got the powerhouses like the Bucks, Celtics, and 76ers. The up-and-coming Cavaliers are making noise, and let's not forget about the Heat. They always find a way to be in the mix. So where do the Bulls fit in all this? Well, if you've been following the preseason chatter, you might think they're destined for mediocrity. Many analysts have them fighting for a play-in spot at best. But here's the thing, basketball isn't played on paper. It's played on the hardwood, and that's where things get interesting for Chicago. The core is intact. One of the biggest reasons for optimism is continuity. In an era where super teams are formed overnight and rosters are constantly shuffled, the Bulls are bringing back their core players. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, and Lonzo Ball, health permitting, form a solid foundation. This familiarity could be a major advantage, especially early in the season when other teams are still figuring out their chemistry. The Zach LaVine factor. Now, let's talk about the X factor, Zach LaVine. We've seen flashes of brilliance from LaVine throughout his career, but this could be the year where it all comes together. Here's why. Health. LaVine has dealt with knee issues in the past, but reports from training camp suggest he's in the best shape of his career. A fully healthy LaVine is a scary proposition for the rest of the league. Olympic experience. Don't underestimate the impact of LaVine's time with Team USA. Playing alongside the world's best players and bringing home a gold medal can do wonders for a player's confidence and overall game. Contract year. While LaVine signed a max contract extension in 2022, this season could be crucial for solidifying his status as a franchise cornerstone. There's nothing like a little extra motivation to bring out the best in a player. Offensive evolution. LaVine has shown steady improvement in his decision-making and playmaking. If he can take another step forward in these areas while maintaining his elite scoring, we could be looking at an all-NBA caliber season. The Billy Donovan effect. Let's not forget about the man drawing up the plays, head coach Billy Donovan. Entering his fourth season with the Bulls, Donovan has had time to implement his system and build relationships with his players. His track record of developing young talent and maximizing veteran skills could be the secret sauce that brings it all together. Donovan's emphasis on ball movement and defensive intensity could be the key to unlocking the Bulls' potential. If he can get this team to buy in on both ends of the floor, watch out. The supporting cast. While LaVine and the core are crucial, the Bulls' success will also depend on their supporting cast stepping up. Keep an eye on these players. Patrick Williams, the former 4th overall pick, has shown flashes of two-way potential. If he can make elite this season, it could elevate the entire team. Kobe White, with Lonzo Ball's health still a question mark, White could see increased opportunities. His scoring punch off the bench could be a game changer. Ayo Dosunmu, the Chicago native, showed promise in his rookie year. With another offseason under his belt, he could become a reliable rotation player. Andre Drummond, the veteran big man, provides valuable depth behind Vucevic. His rebounding and interior presence could be crucial in certain matchups. The best case scenario for Zach LaVine and the Bulls. So, what does the best case scenario look like for Zach LaVine and the Chicago Bulls? Let's break it down. LaVine reaches new heights. Imagine LaVine averaging 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game while shooting 40% from 3. Those are superstar numbers, and they're not out of reach for a player of his caliber. DeRozan continues to defy Father Time. If DeMar can maintain his all-star level production, it takes pressure off LaVine and gives the Bulls a lethal 1-2 punch. Vuevi finds consistency. A bounce-back year from Vuevi, particularly in his three-point shooting, would open up the floor for LaVine and DeRozan to operate. Lonzo Ball returns healthy. While this might be optimistic, a healthy Lonzo Ball would solidify the Bulls' defense and provide elite playmaking. The bench steps up. Contributions from Williams, White, Dosunmu, and others could give the Bulls one of the deepest rotations in the league. Defensive improvement. If the Bulls can climb into the top 10 in defensive rating, it could be the difference between fighting for a play-in spot and securing a top 6 seed. The path to exceeding expectations. So, how do the Bulls actually make this happen? Here's the roadmap. Fast start, taking advantage of their continuity to jump out to a strong record in the first 20 games could set the tone for the entire season. Dominate at home, turning the United Center into a fortress could be worth several extra wins over the course of the season. Win the winnable games, taking care of business against lottery teams and staying competitive against the top dogs is crucial. Stay healthy, this goes without saying, but avoiding major injuries to key players is essential for any team looking to make a leap. Embrace the underdog mentality. Using the preseason doubters as motivation could fuel a season-long chip on their shoulder. Look, I'm not saying the Chicago Bulls are guaranteed to shock the world this season. The NBA is too unpredictable for guarantees. But what I am saying is that all the pieces are there for something special to happen. Zach LaVine is primed for a career year. The supporting cast is a mix of proven veterans and hungry young talent. Billy Donovan has had time to fine-tune his approach. And let's not forget this is Chicago we're talking about. The city that Michael Jordan made the basketball capital of the world. So don't be surprised if you turn on your TV one night and see the Bulls going toe-to-toe with the best teams in the league. Don't be shocked if Zach LaVine is in the MVP conversation come All-Star break. And don't count out the possibility of playoff basketball returning to the United Center in a big way. The Chicago Bulls exceeding expectations isn't just a pipe dream, it's a real possibility. And if it happens, remember where you heard it first. That's it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Bulls' potential, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA content. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Bulls can surprise us this season? And what are your predictions for Zach LaVine? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.